Hi everyone, it's the Tides Changing here. A new game pack just released for The Sims 4, which is called Dine, and today I'm doing a quick overview of it, showing all the items that come with it, and also talking a little bit about the gameplay aspect of it. The main feature of this game pack is that you can create restaurants which your Sims can visit and own. And moving on to what comes with this game pack, there are 3 new hairstyles for female Sims. I really like all the hairs, but the last one is definitely my personal favorite. There's also a chef hat to go with the whole restaurant theme, and it comes in a variety of colors. We also get 2 new tops. The first one is a more casual top with a really nice floral print on it. There's another top which is more suited for your waiters. This kind of reminds me of something that you see in a chain restaurant like TGI Fridays, which works because you can have chain restaurants in this game. There are also 2 new pairs of pants which will work really well for your waiter's uniform. I like that the first one would work well for a more upscale restaurant, then you have these pants for a more casual one. There's also 7 new full body outfits, and they're a mix of outfits for your employees and also just everyday wear outfits. This is of course one of the casual dresses, and I really like this dress. One of my first thoughts when I saw it was that it seems like something that should have belonged in romantic garden stuff because of the floral prints on it. And I also really like this one as well. It's got a nice mix of floral prints and plain prints as well. Definitely going to be using this dress and the other one quite a bit. Here's another one of the employee outfits. This one seems to be more suited for a host. And then you also have this waiter outfit. This one seems like it's more so for an upscale restaurant, while this outfit's for a lower end one. And I do like that one of the colorings of this outfit has some grease detail on it. And then this last one is more so for a restaurant that's in between the two, and it also really makes me think of something that you would see in a 50s diner. There's also 4 new styled looks, most of which are for employees of restaurants, but there is one that's just an everyday wear outfit. For the male Sims, there's 1 new hairstyle, which is a pretty nice hairstyle, except that there's a bald spot at the back of it, and it keeps bugging me now that I've noticed it. There's also 5 new tops, and there's some really nice casual tops that came with this game pack. There's this one, which I think is more so meant for a host, and I also really like this one, but it does remind me of the top that came with Get Together, except that's got some checkering detail on it. I also really like this vested top. And then the last top that comes with it is pretty similar to the one that we saw in the female Sim with all the pins and such on it. Next we get 2 new pairs of pants, which are very similar to the ones that we saw before. And there are 4 full outfits, which are all employee outfits that are variations of what we saw previously. Lastly, there are 4 styled looks, which are again employee outfits apart from the last one. That's it for the adults. So for girls, we get this new hairstyle, which I think is really cute. There's also this top which has some really beautiful lace detailing on it. And we also get this dress, which would be perfect as formal wear for when you take your Sims to an upscale restaurant. I think it's really cute how there's a little flower on the jacket part of the dress. There's also 1 skirt which comes in a mix of plain patterns and also plaid patterns. I do really like the plaid patterns that come with it. There's also 1 new styled look which features the new dress. And then moving over to boys, there's a new hairstyle. And there's also a few new tops which are more so formal wear tops, which I was really happy to see because I'm always glad to have more formal wear for kids, because I don't think there's really a whole lot to begin with. That's about it for the Creative Sim items though. The last thing is that there's a styled look for boys, and then moving over to build and buy mode, we get 3 new wallpapers. The first one is just some modern looking wood paneling. And there's also 2 new brick wall patterns, which I really like. I like the realistic detail that they have, and I'm definitely going to be using them a lot. We also get 5 new floors, and I was really glad to see some new carpets because we've hardly gotten any new carpets since The Sims 4 was released. I believe the only new carpet that we've gotten is the one that came with spooky stuff, but that's not really one that fits into a lot of builds, so I was really happy to see these ones. There's also 2 new wall trims, which again is another thing that I'm really happy to see, because we don't have a lot of variety in wall trims. There's also 2 new doors, one of which is a kitchen door, and there's also this large glass door. Here we have 2 new outdoor wall decorations, which are a plant and an awning that has a variety of logos on it, so you can easily pick out a theme for your restaurant. The last thing in build mode category is this column, which has a really cool gradient coloring to it. There are 2 new chairs. I wasn't very impressed with this one at first because it does look very similar to one of the base game chairs, but I liked it more once I saw that there was some colorings of it that had subtle patterns, just because that's something I've been wanting to see in dining chairs. We also get 4 different kinds of booths, as well as a bar stool, and 10 tables. Some of them are bar height tables, which is another thing that I was really glad to see, because it was something that I've been missing from The Sims 3, so I'm looking forward to putting those to use in restaurant builds in the future. The other tables that came with the game pack are just variations of the first 4 tables at different widths, so I'm just gonna not go through the colorings of those. There's also 2 accent tables, and I really like the sleek modern look of these. They would work really well in the entrance of a restaurant or of a really high-end home, and there's also 2 shelves. We also get this utility sink as well as a fish tank. There are so many items in the decorative category, and I really love pretty much all of them, and most of them are items that I can just see myself using a lot in future builds. I especially love the plants that came with this game pack. They just seem very detailed. A lot of them would work really well as centerpieces on dining tables, and it just seems like these plants are a lot more detailed than the ones that came with the base game, and I'm really glad to see that they're adding more details to the items, because the items that came out with the base game were all very boxy. So it just makes me happy to see that they're adding more detail to what they're putting out. There are 20 new items in the painting and posters category, and a lot of them are just stickers that you can use to customize the signs for your restaurant, because there are some items in some of the other categories that you can just attach these stickers to, so you can kind of create your own branding for your restaurant, and there's just so many different possibilities for the themes that you can have for your restaurant, and it's making me really pumped to build my own restaurants. I mentioned this in a few other videos, but I do plan on doing a restaurant let's build soon, and I'm also probably going to do some other restaurant speed builds, just because I don't think making one restaurant will be enough. There's this really cool light strip that comes in the different wall heights that has some really cool patterns on it. There's also a menu type item, as well as this painting of a juice glass and that one of some eggs. And I really like this painting. The last ones are by far my favorite. Definitely going to be using these a lot. And the last one here is my absolute favorite. I'm just going to be using this one in so many of my houses. We also get this curtain, which comes in different sizes for each of the wall heights, as well as this sign that you can stick those stickers I was talking about earlier on to customize your restaurant. There's also this sign, and there is this one that just comes with some stickers on it already. There's also a few decorative items that you can use to make your restaurant a little bit more realistic. You have a table menu, as well as some cards, a vase, with I believe some olives in it, napkins, spices, a water pitcher. I really like seeing little knick-knack items like that. There's a jar of peppers and some pots. We also get this non-slipper rug that you can put in front of sinks, as well as a wall menu. Some logo wall decorations that aren't as sticker-like as the ones that we saw before. There's actually a lot of items in the wall decoration category. I could be wrong in this, but I counted up 24 of them. But here we just have some more with logos that you can use. I really like this last one right here. There's also this wall sign that you can also attach some of those stickers that we saw before too, so that's another way that you can customize the look of your restaurant. I really like this decoration. It has a really cool mirrored backing to it. That's just a really nice detail. There's some bottles, as well as some menu item. Here's another logo. Like I said, there's just a lot of possibilities for customizing your restaurant. We also get this wall bubble, or not wall bubble, bubble wall. And another plant wall decoration, and this really cool ship that you can use to give your restaurant a nautical theme, as well as a shelf with some bottles on it. Moving along, we have this lattice type wall decoration, and this one that takes up a lot of space, some kind of modern sculpture. That one actually came in different sizes to go with each of the different wall heights. I just didn't show them because they have the same colors between them. I also like that branch decoration. And we do have these signs that will stick out from the side of the building. There's this one, which is another sign that you can customize by sticking logos on. Here we have a stand that I believe is meant to go near the host station, as well as this divider, and there's also one with a hole through it, and this branch divider. There's also some really cool kitchen decorations like that shelf with all the cooking supplies on it. We also have this bottle rack. We also get this patio warmer, which your Sims can stand around to warm themselves, although that doesn't really matter that much because there's not weather in this game, so it's not ever cold. In the lighting category, we have 2 table lamps as well as 3 wall lights, and I really like all the lights that came with this game. They just have some really nice detail, especially the ceiling lights. The ceiling lights are just beautiful. I also like the detail on this wall light. So now we're on to the ceiling ones, which come in some really cool colors. This is another one with cool details on it. These are ones I'm definitely looking forward to using. I just really like the style of them, and I feel like a lot of the items in this game pack really go with my personal taste in furnishings. But lastly, we have the appliances, so there are 2 chef stations as well as a new dishwasher. This game pack also comes with 7 new rooms, 2 of which are kitchens, and 5 of which are dining rooms. Dine also comes with 6 restaurants, which range from upscale restaurants like this one to casual burger joints. A little bit about the gameplay is that as a customer, after you request a table from the host and are seated, you can ask them to bring out a cake, order from the table, or even draw on a placemat, which will actually raise your Sim's painting skill. If your Sim has particularly strong feelings about their food, they can either compliment the chef or insult them, or if they're too chicken to insult them themselves, they can ask a waiter to do it for them. Once your Sim finally gets their food, they have the option to take a photo of the food and post a picture of it on Simstagram. There's a bit more going on the management side. Once your Sim buys a restaurant, they have options to customize it, such as setting a price markup, purchasing advertising to draw more Sims to your restaurant, as well as editing the restaurant menu to pick exactly what you want to sell to your customers. You can also pick out your employees' uniforms and set the customer dress code. There are also perks that you can purchase to help improve your restaurant. Here you can also hire employees for the various roles within your restaurant. Once you start getting customers in your restaurant, you can see what rating they're going to give it in the star above their head. If you pay close attention, you can see what you are or aren't doing well, but if you miss those pop-ups, you can hover over the Sims to see what their latest opinion is. As a manager, you can welcome the Sims and also give them preferential treatment, such as prioritizing their food or making it on the house. As for employees, you have options such as praising them, paying for training, promoting them, and so on. I really like this game pack. Although it's not perfect, I do wish that your Sim could have other roles in the restaurant, such as being a chef or a waiter. I also noticed a few glitches. For example, my Sim's waiter took their food away while they're still eating it, and my Sim just sat there shoving air into their face. But overall, I really like this game pack. I can see myself using the items that come with it a lot. I'm also looking forward to exploring the gameplay more. It's of course up to you whether or not this game pack is worth getting, but if you're still making a decision, I hope that this video helps you. That's all I have to say, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye!